All right. What is up, everyone? It's Dre Trades here. How you guys doing? It's July 21st. It is Wednesday, right? It's 104. The market is doing good, even though maybe getting a little toppy here. Looks like maybe it wants to roll over for the rest of the day. I don't know. I'm just looking at the Nasdaq right here. So I got the indices up. Yeah, Dow's up 259. So 2 days in a row. Nice little recovery, right? We took basically, and I don't have any charts up to prove it, but we basically took all of that sell-off back, and that sell-off was vicious. Now, I need you guys to, let me see here, open up my YouTube channel, go to my page, see what's going on here. Your channel. All right, so this was I think this is bad. Yeah, this was the live video I just did. It was the last video I did. It was a day ago. So we talked about the NVIDIA stock split, what might happen, and different things. We talked about the bounce. We talked about the sell-off. Yeah, this video was done on the sell-off, so I need you guys to come watch. And a lot of you guys did. This was one of my best performing live videos, so I like to thank you. Right? Thank everybody that watched, especially everybody that watched all the way through. I dropped some nuggets in that video. Yeah, I was kind of saying, hey man, that sell-off was extreme. It was very extreme. The indices, the indicators that I follow under the hood, right? The technicals were showing way oversold. I mean, you ever fill up your gas tank and you're kind of topping it off, right? And then when you get in and start your car, the needle is like pushed like way past the F, and then inside your head, you're thinking like, oh man, I got enough gas to last forever. But no. Next week, you'll be right back at the gas pump. Anyway, so that is how I felt the indicators were. They was just pinning, man. I was like, wow, it was unbelievable. So I'm just waiting for a couple people to get up in here. So I figured I'd just shoot this shit. So how you doing? I see a couple people's in here now. So let's go ahead and take the time to shill. Let's do a little parody here. All right. Okay, first, before we go, I need you guys to go over to Webull and get your 2 free stocks. Yeah, Webull. Because I know I use Thinkorswim, but I want you to go to Webull and get the stocks so you can get some money, 2 free stocks, and so can I. I don't use Webull, but I want you to go to Webull and get the 2 free stocks. Okay, there it is. Shill over. I think I just throw that in there. And no, don't go to Webull. Okay? All right, little parody. Y'all probably like, man, I'm out of here. Don't leave, man. This is going to be a good video. I promise. I promise to you. Okay, so here's Netflix. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Wow. Let's go up to the day. Yeah, look at the chop here. I had said, I think Netflix has reported down gosh, it seems like they've been going down almost after every earnings I could possibly remember. But anyway, down. Yeah, they reported earnings. I don't know the exact thing of what goes on, but I was kind of saying in the technicals, I think it goes lower. I had mentioned that the competition and all that, I just don't think that Netflix needs to be taken out of the FANG. It really does, in my opinion. I actually think that this is a bull flag, and I don't know if it's going to break through now, not after earnings. It needed to break through right here. What, are we going to go sideways for another quarter before we get the news to break it out? If it didn't break out on earnings, what is actually going to break it out now? Like after earnings, what? I don't know. So basically, my guess is that this thing eventually rolls over to the downside. Look at the stochastic, right? You can almost sell a call spread here and be safe. Now, I don't have that position on, but I do want to, it makes me want to put it on. I actually feel any kind of call spread will be safe as long as you're out 30, 40, 50 days. Give this time to work through. But one thing I noticed about Netflix, and I said it in the other video, I think it was the video a couple of days ago, is when it goes down, I just notice it doesn't drop. It doesn't drop hard after these earnings sell-offs. So maybe it's iron condor time. I don't know. I mean, you can see it's just been in this tight range since July. A lot of stocks has been like this, right? Amazon, same thing. Amazon broke out, but it's pulling back. It just can't seem to get its traction for the rally. In the up and coming earnings, I'm actually like the setup though for Amazon because I expect it to rip, right? So, but that candle is ugly. We've seen this candle before. I'm trying to think which stock it was, but it was like that. That's not a great candle to break out with. Now this is the monthly. Okay, I got to take that back. We got to go to the weekly. Monthly don't count yet. You know why? Because there's still time for the month. That could actually, let's go back to the month. That can actually wind up being a big green candle, which I am anticipating a breakout here. And with the new CMG, wouldn't it be great if they split their shares as well? Wouldn't that be just fantastic? Boy, the stock will really take off. If that happens, just get in at any cost. It's going to go higher. See, Netflix, NVIDIA faked everybody out, right? I was so surprised yesterday, and I wanted to do a video yesterday, and I'm sorry I didn't get around to it. But the sell-off in NVIDIA, I was like, what? It's the stock split. What's going on? Maybe people thought they was losing money because it was down and they just got out. I don't know. But then the next day, I think that's today. Is that today? Yeah, it's just up like 3%. So it kind of took it right back. But yeah, I'm like, what is going on here? But this looks like a nice little low. I don't think. See, I hate stock splits because now I have to learn new levels, right? I knew we had the 700 level, 720, it's like 714. We had the 750, right? And we had the 785, 790. We had the 805, and so I remember all of those levels. Now I don't remember the levels. So I guess 180 was the 700, right? I got 180. Let me see, times 4, 720. All right, so right there, I don't think that we will go lower than this this 180. See, I about to say 720. This 180 for some time now. We'll see. Look at that stochastic. I think this is, even though it's just so overboard, but it did pull back. That pullback was vicious, by the way. Yeah, I mean, this thing was pushing. It was, I'm looking at 207. I know it was pushing like 830 or something like that. Eight. I was like, wow, is this thing going to 900 already just because an analyst said 900? Sometimes when they in the media say, oh, this analyst is expecting this, usually a lot of times the stock goes there like now, up 900, let's go. And it just heads up that way. Anyway, so 210, right? So 210 is the old 8, I don't even remember. What was that, 840 or so? I do think we'll probably gyrate, but I do think the lows are set for a while. And yeah, I got some put spreads on below those lows, some credit spreads. Put credit spreads, right? So that's a bullish trade, expecting it to go higher. I talked about it a couple of days ago, and that trade, if you go out 6 months, 5 months, it's still going to pay you like 60% on your money, man. I think that's something you could jump all over. That's like 6% a month for the next 6 months. It's crazy. That's a great trade on something like this. Yeah, we got the 4-to-1 split, and we got earnings coming up. Earnings is a little bit away. Let me see, when's earnings? August 18th, yeah. So almost a month away. It's almost a little too far to kind of run up into that number. But I think it gyrates in here. That's my guess. Maybe you can even price a couple of iron condors, right? Where you could sell above the price action, somewhere up here. I'm just drawing. Can I draw? Oh, there we go. Somewhere up here, right? Sell the 220. I'm just throwing numbers off the top of my head. 220, 230, and then somewhere down here, right? Just 175, 165. See what that gets you, and hopefully you'll be safe. Don't include the earnings when you put trades on like that, because it doesn't decay, because it's waiting for the stock to move, right? Typically on earnings, the stock's going to move viciously. It's going to be crazy, right? Implied volatility is pumped. So it just won't decay like you want it to. So I usually like, this is out further enough. I like putting on those kind of trades a day, well, a week before that expiration week, or I should say earnings expiration week, right? So it doesn't include earnings, right? So it could just decay, and go away. You collect all the money. All right, so that is the video. Hopefully you guys put in the comments, man. Tell me what y'all feeling about that. Any stock that I talk about, I need you to get in the comments and say, tell me what you're doing. Tell me if you like it, don't like it, or whatever. I wanted to talk about Robinhood. The Robinhood IPO is coming out. They're gonna give us some shares. Robinhood holding some shares, and I'll talk about that. I'll save that for a minute for more people to get in here, and we can kind of shoot the shit on Robinhood. Whirlpool. I'm gonna talk about Whirlpool. Reports tonight. I'm sorry, I got JRH. You said you just dropped Robinhood. You said you got my Roth and main account. All right, man. Welcome to Think or Swim, right? Yeah, Robinhood is, in my opinion, Robinhood's whack. Look, Think or Swim, you got somebody to call. You can get into this chat window up here. They come right in, man. They help you out. You can call them. Yeah, what do you got to do with Robinhood? Send them an email. Oh, they just opened up a call center. It's probably whack, right? Just finally opening up a call center. Anyway, but Think or Swim is the real deal. You're going to get better fills over here, too. I get better weight when I was using Robinhood. I get way better fills. And for the most part, when there's a lot of volatility, you know that you're going to be able to log on to your platform. Now, granted, when it's crazy out there, it don't just be Robinhood. I know they get all the news. It be Schwab, Fidelity. It's hard logging in, man. We talking millions and millions of people trying to get in there. I don't know if they got the bandwidth for everybody trying to get in there. The market's dropping down 1,200. You know, you can't get in there. You know, so it happens to all of them. But Robinhood specific, Robinhood go out for the whole day. But if it like the Schwab and Fidelities and Think or Swims and Interactive Brokers, maybe just for 30 minutes or so, or 15 minutes, you know, where you can't get in because everybody's flooding the doors trying to sell or buy, right? So yeah, welcome with that. Hey, JRH, I don't know if you was in the beginning. I was doing a parody on Webull. Be sure to check out the beginning of the video when this is over. Whirlpool. I looked up some stocks that report, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, I think Whirlpool. Let's talk about Whirlpool. This is a stock that I don't talk about much. And I'm just looking at, this is a setup for, and they report after the bell today, right? 7:21 after the bell. Okay. This is way you want your stocks to look like coming into earnings, right? You got your consolidation was back here, and you had your breakout, and we talk about that breakout. What happens? It pulls back right to the breakout point, which it did. It did. And then you get a candle like this reversal candle, right? Coming into earnings. This is the weekly. I know it's midweek here. So it is so set just to blow through. How could Whirlpool not have a great earnings report? I think they had one last quarter as well. For the most part, through this whole home thing, right? Free government money. The open door, and these real estate companies saying, hey, we don't see any slowdown. You know, we got interest rates coming down again. There's going to be no slowdown, and we know they're going to report a fabulous number. So what is the future going to say? I think they're going to report a fantastic number. It looks great, right? What's going to slow it down? Well, there's some things that can slow it down, but none of the other companies are saying this housing thing is slowing down anytime soon. So beautiful candle. It looks like it's set up just to blow. So I actually like Whirlpool here. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try to, when I do these videos, to pick out a stock that I won't necessarily have a trade on or take a position, but pick out a stock that's going to report and see if I can give a prediction on what it does. Now, of course, we know anything can happen. That's why I don't even got a position on. I know anything can happen. So this is a guess, but that looks good. We don't like let's say, let me see, can I slide that over? I'm trying to fix my chart. We don't want it to go into earnings looking like that. Right? Let's say this is the today, and that's the way it looks. I know that does. It's just the odds are against you that it's gonna just blow out, and you want that. You want it to pull back into the range in consolidation, maybe at the top of a breakout point right here. Now, this would have been a nice little spot to report a good positive number, and then it breaks out, blows through. But something like that. Now I could go back to Amazon, refer to this, and we got the breakout, right? We got the breakout and the pullback down today. I was trying to make a comeback actually. Down today. So they report, when did they report? 7/29. Oh, that's next week. We still got a week for this. Anyway, so broke out, pulled back, right? Now it's set up nice. That's set up nice. It had a little pullback, not pushing the top of the range. So it's set to blow. Not saying it is going to blow, but it's set to blow. That's a good position to be in, right? So go back to Whirlpool. We had the same thing, but Amazon broke out, can't pull back damn near immediately. Whirlpool was up for a minute and then pull back. Right now, it's kind of sitting there, pausing right there, right above that consolidation support. So I think that it's just in a good position for it to go higher, right? We'll see what happens. I think this report is going to be all about what happens next. I don't think it's going to be about anything that happened already. What happens next, right? And do they have pricing power, right? That's why Chipotle. Oh, that's a good lead. Look at that. See the breakout? I was just talking about that. See how it was right here? It's actually right there, right? Could I draw that line a little better? Right there. Right, sitting at the top of the range, waiting to blow through, comes out with the beautiful earnings and pow, off to the races. Now you see it just broke out of this whole 6 months consolidation. If you want to include this area as well, that's all the way into August. So almost a year of going sideways for the most part. It had a little uprise, but now it's broke out. That, you know what that means? This means everyone that has bought the stock and held. I was trying to say hold and held at the same time. All right, let's try that again. Everyone who bought the stock and still owns the stock, how's that? You're all making money, everybody. There's no losers here, right? Everything, you just look to the left, there's no resistance. Everybody's making money. They just want to sit back and watch the stock. There's no need to sell. You just kind of relax. You just got new buyers want to get in. That's who wants to get in. So, hey, it's going higher. It broke out, right? It's a nice consolidation breakout. So these are beautiful. I know it's up big today, up 11%. It's only wise to wait for that pullback. Wait they say 3 days now. A lot of people say 3 days. Man, it's so hard to wait. It's so hard to wait because things like this can just take off. It could be up 5% tomorrow, another 6% the next day. Especially in this market, things like to go straight up really quick. And before you could blink, you missed it. Yeah, okay, so I heard you on the Webull got the 2 free stocks. Now, I didn't get 2 free stocks. That was all a parody. I just laugh at the people that promote that crap, whatever. And here's the thing. And then they got Thinkorswim on their screen. All right, so you promote it, use it. You know what I'm saying? All right. What was I talking about? Chipotle. Yeah, so I like it. Yeah. So we was just talking about the breakouts. And I just got done saying what happens. Typically, you get a breakout, and then it pulls back. So, the market might turn around. Maybe interest rates start diving again. And then, of course, that's going to cause a sell-off. And usually there's no survivors. Everything sells off. And, maybe Chipotle will come back into the range. Oh, man, and then that's just a gift. It's a gift. This company's on fire, man. That's what I talked about. That's what I was talking about in the other video, right? Chipotle on fire. Let's go back to the heat map. See, oh, okay, NASDAQ turned around. I was like, are we going to roll over here? It's just going to be an afternoon rollover, but it's holding it. It's holding it. Hey, how about that? I gave you a nice trade, Jared. You was like, hey, I want to short these Qs. I said, no, don't do that. We actually at the turnaround point, right? So that was a good video. If people was listening, they had an opportunity to make some money. By the way, I still got my trade on. I'm in the Qs. I only brought one contract, though. And then I sold. Oh, no, I don't. I took it off just before the video. I take that back. Then I sold that further out of the money, right? Spread, because I wasn't sure about today. We got that. And then I sold it. I just got out of it today. Not just before the video started. I kind of closed that position out. So I just played it for the bounce back. And, we see what happens. We look at FANG, right? So let's go to the heat map. And the market's up lovely. But FANG is kind of, it's about a 50-50. Because we got Amazon down, Tesla down. I had a feeling Tesla was going to roll. I sold my calls yesterday, so that was a good thing. I did sell them a little premature yesterday. I had naked calls, but they expired Friday. The fade on those was crazy. Like over $100 a day. I had to get rid of it. I couldn't wait to see what was going to happen today. So it was a good thing I got rid of it. Apple down, right? So Tesla, and then Google and Facebook's up. These guys is doing fantastic. I've been a Facebook bull forever since it's been a stock. And one of the biggest moves, which has been having since 250 to now, I've missed. So I'm pissed off about that, to be honest with you. I told you, I said back, where was that? Here. And I think this was the move right here. I said, and sure enough, it was a lot. I said, I'm done with Facebook. I'm just done with it. I'm not, and that, look, I should have bought it. That's when I should have been buying it. It broke down. It's at 244. Remember, the stock was at 305, 244. I'm like, what is going on? And this dip right here, this is when, every day was government stuff and going to the Hill, testimony, all that stuff. But this dip right here, the stock market was going up. And I was like, these guys cannot get a break. So it just looked like you wanted to roll over. You got the moving averages crossing over. And I was like, yeah, I'm just done. I'm done. And sure enough, no, that was the buy point. That was the buy point, and it's just been no turning around. Here's the breakout, right? You see it broke out and then came back, right? There's the snapback and then takes off to the races. So back to Chipotle. If you missed it, keep an alert on, because possibly it could roll back to this breakout point and it'll be a gift. Maybe say 1600, be a gift. Or it might just leave us. But sometimes you just gotta say, I just missed it. Oh well, you just missed that train. The good news is there's like thousands of other stocks you can find a trade on, but Chipotle is definitely a winner. And I'm in all the restaurants. Oh, Starbucks. Wow, I just pulled this up. And I own Starbucks. This looks fantastic too. Oh man. So you could trade that. Right? Say, all right, I miss Chipotle. You don't have to miss Starbucks though. That looks beautiful. Looks like it's getting ready to break out. Where's earnings is 7/27. That's next week. So I like Starbucks. I like the way that's looking. Looking good. I am in the Starbucks. I am it. I think I got a shitload of 105, 100 put credit spreads on that expire in January. I think that's my trade. Starbucks, and I'm in the Shake Shack as well. They had 4% just yesterday and today was fantastic. If I clear out all these lines for you, maybe I can show you some clarity here. Right? Pull that out. You could see the uptrend, right? I could do it like that. I could do it like that. Maybe like that. Yeah, that's the better one. Why? Why is that the better one, Dre? Because you got multiple touches. The more touches, the more powerful this is. So we definitely don't want it to break We don't want it to break this trend line. Even though it's up 4% today and it was up, what was it, yesterday? Go to the daily. I think it was up another 7% yesterday. Look at that bounce off that low. It's making a higher low, right? This is, I see it making a higher high. Here is some serious resistance right here. And that is at the 110. I see it going right to it. And you can see how it's just taking off, how it just has that springboard action going up over 5% a day for the most part to get there. I think it gets there and then kind of chills out. When's earnings? It says 7/29. Like I said, next week. I think, McDonald's. Yeah, I believe McDonald's reported. So McDonald's look good. Chipotle look good. I think all these restaurants is going to look good. I mean, wait, no, McDonald's didn't report. They report next week as well. Look at the consolidation. I think they break out. Like, we was eating McDonald's though in the COVID, but people want to get out. They got free money, and they want to go to restaurants. And Chipotle is basically said, yeah, it's all good. It's all good here. Oh, man. So, I like them all. It's McDonald's. We talked about the Shake Shack, and I don't know any other ones. I know Cake. It's not like strawberry. Yeah, Cheesecake Factory. Why is that? I never liked the Cheesecake Factory. Not the restaurant, the stock. I don't like the restaurant that much either, though. But I'm talking about the stock here. Why is that one trending down, right? So look at that. It's trending down. It's having a great day today. You almost think that it just might break through. Like, let's see the channel here. Just got an alert on my phone. The crypto's on fire today. Right? It's been doing this for a while, though, so it makes you say, oh, is this just another quick snapback? You got that, right? That, and now you got another one. Maybe. Maybe. Here's that one. Here is a fake breakout. And then look how, remember I always told you, look at that gap down. Wow. By the way, that gap didn't fill either. So anyway, maybe this is going to be a fill. Remember the breakout, what happens if it fails? It goes to the bottom of the range. And there it is. It'll go straight to the bottom. I don't know what that is, but it's more often than not. Straight to the bottom of the range. Anyway, so chopping up, chop. Then what? Then what's next? Earnings, 727. I want to go out on a limb here and say it finally breaks out of this channel. Look at the volume coming in as well. So that's my guess. I think it finally breaks out of this downward channel. If that's the case, might be able to hold on to this for a while. Right? Is that going to be just one? And well, it's not the greatest bull flag. Is that just one hell of a bull flag that's forming there? If that's the case, this thing is going to go lots and lots higher, right? High. I mean, just ready to, a lot higher from here. Look at the stochastic getting ready to make its upturn. So it could do three things, right? Stock's going to go up, down, sideways. Right now it's going down. Stochastic it's not really turning up yet, so you definitely got to keep an eye. You want to see if this thing breaks out of the range. Now, the trade to do, even though I'm always bullish, but is to go when earnings is coming up. But the trade that's been working is to short here, right? Buy puts, what's to short that. Been working all of this time. So is it going to be different? I don't know. When we do have volume now, that's a nice size volume. Look at that. It hasn't been up here since here. June. I thought I was going to say June of last year. It hasn't been there since June. So I really like that. You guys got any stocks you want me to look at? All right, let's talk about Robinhood real quick. I don't think you guys are going to come in, so I just got to talk about it. I'm just thinking, they're going to offer 25 to 35% of the company to, I think I had that, to the Robinhooders. By the way, they sent me. I got my little link that said, "Hey, I'm trying to pull up Robinhood IPO." They said, "Hey, you want some shares? Reserve them, whatever." I think I said yes, but I don't want shares. But it came my way. Possibly it came a lot of people's way, and these guys got a lot going on. If you read that, I think it's the S1. They got a lot going on, so you have to be careful. And another thing I was just thinking about, and that's the whole GameStop, GME, I'm sorry, AMC, all the meme stock trades, right? For the most part, where the regular people like me and you, we buy these stocks and really put it to the institutions. We put it to them. Everybody that's shorted, and causing these massive short squeezes and causing them to bail, where it leaves the regular guy like me and you with all the money. And for the most part, it's been working, right? So it's been coming down. I don't really track those stocks much, but it doesn't have the loft that it did a few months ago, but it's still in effect. So now that this IPO is going to come out and Robinhood is going to favor us, the users, the little guy, hey man, here's the stock, get in. I always say if you can get offered an IPO, that run from it, because the good IPOs don't get offered to the regular people. It's just the way it is. But Robinhood being the way Robinhood is, they're going to offer to us. They almost got to, right? But I'm just thinking about the whole meme thing. And so since most of the regular people will own the stock, does that basically puts the institutions on the pitching mound, right? They could kind of be like payback. All right, all the little men got the shares. We're gonna short the shit out of this thing. We're gonna you know what I mean? We're gonna break them. And then we're gonna buy back their stock cheap on the low. So I've been thinking about that. They're on a road show this week preparing for the IPO. The IPO is next week. It's next week sometime. I think they're saying it's going to price between $38 and $42. But it's next week. So just be careful and stay tuned, not necessarily to me, but just to the action on it, to see if there's going to be any kind of truth to that. Do some of the institutions strike back knowing that the little guy owns a lot of this stock and try to short it down to get you out, for you to bail out of your position? Or are we going to be buying it at $33? What is it, 32 to $38 and $42? Are we going to be buying that, like, let's say $38, and it's going to open for first trade at 72, 80, 85, 90, and get an instant double? We could sell out and just be like, woo! I don't know, man. A lot of these IPOs these days has been terrible. Like, that's not even so. I think this one is going to be the same thing. And is it going to be any truth behind what I just said? I thought of that all by myself. Just thinking about the whole thing. I was like, you know what? These institutions can get them back. We'll see. And then Robinhood's going to have even some more lawsuits. Oh, they set us up. They told us to buy it. They told us to buy it, and we bought it, and then boom, it drops to the ground. So it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting to see what's going on with that. All right, so you guys do not have any questions. If you watch this in the after, what is that going to say? The replay. If you check out the replay, go ahead. Put your question in the comment, your stock in the comment, and we'll talk about it on the next video. See, it's that simple. Or you can hit me up, Dre Trades on Twitter, Dre Trades on Instagram. I'm over there. Comments here, Dre Trades too. Hit the bell, subscribe, like all that stuff, and talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, tomorrow. I think I'm going to make a crypto video next. All right, so I might drop a double video today. So stay tuned for that as well. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. This is Dre Trades, and I'm out. Peace.